All right, everybody. We're going to continue building our understanding of yellow fever by really digging into the details of how it is described. Think of those techniques that you looked at in the last activity, those 5 different techniques. How are those helping you see the details so clearly in your head that you have a great understanding of what's happening? So, we have a quote from the Surgeon General, John Woodworth, in 1879. Surgeon General is effectively the highest ranking doctor in the country. They're a doctor that works for the White House, the administration at the time, and they advise on different kind of medical understandings that are starting to pop up, so that the White House has a good understanding of how to help the people with these medical situations. So at this time in 1879, yellow fever is an enemy which imperils life and cripples commerce and industry. So yellow fever is an enemy. I want you to think about that and think to yourself, what kind of figurative language is that? Make sure you're looking up words you don't understand. Do you know what imperils means? Do you know what cripples means? Commerce and industry. Look all those up. All right, so on your own, you've highlighted 2 details that illustrate how yellow fever is presented to you. All right, that might be yours. It's not. That's not a real highlight. Describe the techniques that the author uses to introduce yellow fever to the reader. So that's you just summarizing what techniques is the author using from those 5 that you looked at in the last activity. Which detail from chapter 1 best illustrates the depiction of yellow fever as an enemy which imperils life and cripples commerce and industry? So what you're thinking about is this quote from the Surgeon General could be best supported by which other quote? Right? You're going to have to know your vocabulary terms to understand this. Commerce, industry, cripples, imperils. And then vote. Which detail most convinced you that yellow fever is an important enemy? Move on to activity 5.